You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game, right? Any edge that you could create, but now it's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
50, set, ready, set, go.
Play action now, Young. On the move, headed right. And he won't connect on that one, incomplete.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
Ready?
On 2nd and 10, Young. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Set, ready.
Young on the play action. Dumps it off to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Gets this to Johnson. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Buys time, rolling right. Has the connection to Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Low. And here we go. Right away, we've got a loose ball. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Waiting their turn on that sideline. You'd have thought they'd be focused in and ready for this, Brock, but instead, their very first snap nearly ends with them giving it away.
Well, thankfully, somebody was focused and quick thinking to get back on that ball. Now you got to settle down. You got to get back to that script and flush that negative play away.
Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Moving quickly, try to get set again.
Hey, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They're going for this. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Let's go now. Set.
Young on 1st and 10. Fires right away, but incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here we go, set. Ready, ready.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Getting out to his left. Ooh, incomplete there on 2nd down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points.
On the set.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Ready, set.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Let's go now.
Another carry for him. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
19 Lions. Ready,
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He finds McConkey. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Check smash. Ready.
Here's a throw. Finds his target, Allen. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives them the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
19 tight. Panther 11.
To throw here on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Ready.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Ready?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself.
Here we go.
With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Tap the 60, tap the 60. Trap 60, trap 60. Hey, pass. Go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up 1st down.
Go.
Saw that screen coming, and there for the interception. The 50. 30. The 10. Push for the end zone. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
18, pioneer. Ready? Ready?
Back to the air following the pick 6. Hits him on the out route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 2nd and 3 now.
Ready? Hurt. Dragon 60.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's going to push one deep down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Chased out to his right. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Down. Fight, 97.
They kick the running back in motion. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Drill, 52. Hut.
They go play action here. Flush down out to his left. He's keeping it. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. So march it forward after they accept the penalty.
Got it. Ready?
1st and 10 from the 41. Pass play now. On the quick slant, he's got Allen. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And they'll have 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Let's go. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Buffalo 18.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cut 19, cut 19, 19 Lions. Ready?
He'll throw it yet again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Okay, break.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Get it.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
7 Pirates, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Go.
They'll try and throw it here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit.
From the red zone now. Gets this to McConkey. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready? Check, check.
They've got a man in motion.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let go.
Throwing from the gun here. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Has it in close.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Go! Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 50, trap 50. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
They are throwing it again. And the catch is made for the touchdown. These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. Trey McBride, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
This one is up and good. And these guys cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Set, ready. Hut, hut.
Give now to the running back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, ready.
They give it to him again. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 3 on that gain. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Ready, ready.
First and 10 from the 41. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
On the set.
Set him back 5. It's first and 15 after the penalty.
Ready, set, go.
Defense shows blitz. Young escapes the pocket. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Seahawks holding a 10-point lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on, set. 52 blaster.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. All right, here we go, second down.
43 rail. Ready, ready.
They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Hits his running back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Ready?
Back-to-back carries here.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Shovel, 38. Check, huh?
Play action now, Young. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Down. Ready.
Here's a give up the middle. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got 1 more snap coming up.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And even getting skunked in that second half, Brock, the damage done in the first, enough to claim victory at the end. And of course, we'd be remiss if we didn't recognize that stellar defensive effort in the second half that made this win possible. So for our crew, my partner Brock Ewart and myself, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been Madden Ultimate Team. The Seahawks winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.